If you're sick and tired of slicing the golf ball, today's video is going to share with you a really simple tip, an exercise you could just do at the driving range practice area or at home to get you out of that slice movement. Make sure you check this one out. Welcome back to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me, Jon Watts, today at Branston Golf and Country Club. Today's video is an anti-slice exercise. So I'm going to be sharing with you a really simple tip as well as a drill that you could work on quite easily just in the back garden with some airflow balls to get you out of this slice movement. So what you'll have seen is I've set up something here. I have got a tour stick in the ground and I've just pushed a pool noodle as something a little softer over the top. Now I'm going to be demonstrating today's video with a driver, but this is relevant with any golf club. So I've got the ball teed up. I've got just enough room to swing back and be on the inside edge of this pool noodle here. This pool noodle is stuck into the ground. It's up in the air by around maybe 15-20 degrees. That doesn't matter too much, but it's sticking to about level with or just past the golf ball. Now, if I make a wrong movement on the downswing and I get a swing path from out to in, you are seeing quite clearly there I'm going to be striking the pool noodle. So I'm going to be hitting this noodle pre the golf ball. So this is going to encourage me to swing from more of an in to square to in or an in to out path. So very quickly, if you're struggling with the terminology path, let me just get onto that. We're talking about a description of how the club approaches the ball. So when I'm talking about in to out to in, I'm not talking about the backswing. I'm talking about the part that really matters, this approach to the golf ball. So anything this side of the golf ball, we're calling the inside, and anything over here, we are calling the outside. So we ideally want the club approaching the golf ball from an inside path, so it's in to straight as it reaches the golf ball, to in again. So it's working on a nice arc. Now we'd be generally better off if we're going to be either way with a driver in our hands being on more of an in to out path, so swinging more from close to us to slightly away. And I have filmed a video talking about the relevance of tennis to golf and giving you some tips there. One about the don't keep your head down idea, serving in tennis, but another one talking about that forehand, that top spin forehand movement, where our racket arm would be moving from close to our body to away from our body as we rotate. That would be our in to out path. We're quite happy with that in to straight to in path. We just want to get rid of, if you are someone who's been struggling with the fade, the slice, this out to in movement. Now very quickly, why do we generally swing, or why do so many golfers generally swing out to in? Their initial move from the top of the backswing is to really try and unwind with the upper body first. What we actually want is the lower body starting the downswing sequence. What I'm not going to ask you to do is think too much in this exercise. What I'd get you to do is move the golf ball away and start by clipping the tee peg, then maybe an airflow ball, then build up to a golf ball. Any way you can set this, this could be pushed through a range bucket, and I could do it at the driving range, perhaps even better off grass. But it's just, can I hit the tee peg, then can I hit the ball without hitting the pool noodle? I swung right over the top of the tee peg. And again, but you can see there, I'm missing the pool noodle. So I've got space to go over the top of the tee peg or hit the tee peg without hitting that. Now, just me doing that correctly will start to get me feeling a better sequence of events, that I'm not lunging for that golf ball with my upper body. Normally it's easier, I find, with golfers, instead of asking them to start with their lower body, which is the correct movement, to actually ask them to almost delay their upper body so their downswing has the chance to do that. So I'd say for a lot of golfers, the feeling of delaying their upper body, almost keeping their back to the target a little longer, can help them swing more down on this in to out path that we're trying to achieve. What I think I would really do with something this simple as an exercise is get you to try it, feel it, and then obviously take the tubing away and try and recreate. You'll have seen other ideas for anti-slice exercises using head covers on the ground to try and track the path a different direction. This one is just a very good visual, and obviously you get some very good feedback from it if you don't get it right. So I'm hoping this all goes well. I feel like I should have tried this beforehand, but let's give it a whirl. So I've just got enough room to swing the golf club and miss that pool noodle. Let's give it a whirl. So I got that ball drawing a little bit more than I want to, but if you are someone who have been fading and slicing the golf ball out to the right of the target, hitting a too big a draw shape, I think you're going to love it. I think you're going to love it. You may strike a few a little bit more out the toe of the golf club initially while you're trying this, but that strike will come. It really will. But I was nowhere near, well, I didn't feel like I was near the pool noodle. Obviously I can't see it, it's just the feeling you get. Let me hit one more, see if I can start that ball a little bit more right of target. Very similar again, actually. Happy with the strike on that one, and the start line pretty good. Just got that ball overdrawing a little bit more than I'd normally like to see. But as I said, for anyone who's struggling with a fade or a slice, you're going to love this exercise. Well, you might not love the exercise to start with, but you'll love the results once you give it a go. This really will help, and it's a very simple tip and exercise to help you start your downswing sequence better. Ground up, but rather than worrying about that, it's almost delaying the upper body so we don't lunge at the golf ball with our trail shoulder moving forwards. If this video has helped, make sure you hit the thumbs up. I've done plenty of other videos on anti-slice, but I wanted to show you this really simple drill. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's the best way to stay in touch and never miss a video again. It is for free. Cheers guys, we'll see you soon.